Hey everyone, it's Lexie. So in today's video I'll be doing my spoiler-free review of Piranesi by Susanna Clarke, and this was the Tales and Teacups book club picks for the months of September and October. And I'm so happy that I made this the book club pick because it's been on my shelf for a while, and if I make something a book club pick then it kind of forces me to read it. And I'm so happy I did because this book was just clearly just so whimsical, and I enjoyed it quite a bit actually. So basically the premise of the story is we follow Piranesi, who is kind of, the story is told through his journal entries. So he lives in this kind of world. I kind of have a picture here of what it looks like, and it talks about his experience of living in this world with a person that he calls the other, and it kind of goes off from there. And I think for this one, I think it's best not to know too much about the plot. I think it's best to kind of just really immerse yourself in it. And I will say for the first 60 or so pages I was a little bit bored because Piranesi is just kind of talking about what he does on a day-to-day basis, which isn't really exciting. He tracks the tide, he talks to his seagull friends. I felt like it was very boring, but once we kind of get into the second part of the book, that's where things really start to pick up, and I felt like I was very engaged. And there are a lot of themes in here that I really enjoyed. One of the main themes is kind of our relationship to the world around us and the world's relationship to us, the impact that it kind of goes both ways, which I really enjoyed. And it's just I think, and also kind of themes about being by yourself and being kind of just kind of on your own and secluded, I thought was really interesting as well. And there's just something really, it says here on the side, spellbinding, strange, and unforgettably original, and I think that's how I would describe it. It is I've never read anything like this, and where this book kind of goes, I was not expecting it at all in terms of what kind of the direction the narrative goes to, because it kind of deals with kind of occult murder mystery type things that somehow get intertwined into here, which was, like I said, I was not expecting. And it was really interesting too because Piranesi as a character is just so naive, so there's almost a kind of childish wonder that he has with the world, the house that he lives in, and just the other events that are going on, where you can kind of piece together some things that he doesn't necessarily pick up on, which I thought is very interesting, kind of reading from that perspective, where I feel in some cases we are more aware than the narrator, which I think is very interesting. But it was just really captivating. The writing in here is beautiful, and it's just, like I said, I've never read anything sorry, I've never read anything else exactly like this. It is very unique. It was just completely spellbinding is how I describe it, and I just love the ending. And it just I just felt, even though it does deal with kind of murder mystery type themes, I still really enjoyed this book. It just gave me happy a happy feeling at the end, and I just really loved it. I thought it was really well written. The themes in here were really interesting, and like I said, I haven't read anything like this before, and yeah, it was just really a wonderful book to read, and one I think that is best that you not know too much about going into it. I think it's best to dive right in. Just know the first 60-70 pages are a little bit slow, but they start to pick up, and then you kind of get the threads of mystery, and you kind of are connecting them, even though Piranesi, the narrator who's writing these journal entries, is not aware of these things right now. So I think, like I said, it was a really fun read. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I think this kind of has some fall vibes to it, where it's not necessarily fall season, but it's just kind of that spellbinding, enchanting, vibes that you get from this that I feel are perfect to read during the autumn season. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what you felt about this book and all your thoughts and opinions on it, because I think it's very kind of, people either love it or hate it, so I'm very curious to see what you guys felt about it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.